the people that have been appointed to achieve this.
And of course, Baba Yusuf, to run an organization like the Nnpc efficiently, they have to withstand political interference. Yes. They have to push back against corruption.
That's correct.
And there is another element, because I mean, we had the chairman of PANDEF here, the Pan Niger Delta Group. I mean, and one of the things that he's complained about is the fact that these appointments, it doesn't matter how you praise the individuals for being good at the job, and, you know, as Chike said, I mean, you know, square pegs in square holes, that they often don't meet the aspirations of the people of the Niger Delta who want better representation at the NNPCL.
I totally agree with that. I'm from the northern part of this country, but I have been a proponent of equity and justice, and I agree. If we look at other countries where I'm very conversant with their frameworks, like the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and all those, I have written one time to mention how the people, the locals, where the oil was discovered in Abu Dhabi, and if you go there and see the process of how those people were taken care of, first of all, before the place was taken over by government, until to date, how those people are proud to be part of that country because of the way government takes care of them, and how they have representation in terms of scholarship, in terms of education, and in terms of placement to run those oil companies. And I agree with Ambassador Godswill, you know, for promoting God that. God knows, sorry.
It's difficult to get them mixed up, isn't it?
Absolutely, but the point is, it is only fair. Like he rightly said, a lot of them have invested, and the country have invested in them to study anything to do with that, you know, aspect of oil and gas. So yes, representation is very crucial, but I think we are making progress in that regard. And that being said, I think one of the key issues is those ones, no matter how small in number they are, that come to represent the Niger Delta, should do a woman's job and represent effectively, over and beyond saying we must have them, because, you know, a goldfish has no hiding place. But to put contribution to this team, I think one of the things from an organizational development perspective is Nnpc have transited from a public to private sector. There are different leaders for different time. The organization requires a new type of leadership.
Indeed.
And the new GMD and the new chairman, and indeed the board, are people that have a chunk of what you call outsider perspective with regards to public sector. Mele Kyari, with due respect to him, excellent job, but he is a core public sector person, an insider who has been maybe mired with the cultural issues in Nnpc. Now you have people that are coming from the private sector that have demonstrated that capacity and competency in the present, especially we talked about transparency in terms of corporate governance and all that. But what I would like to see, very important, is beyond transparency, is delivering those targets that Mr. President has set with regards to how do we achieve those numbers in terms of the output of barrels, especially given the fact that most of the people on board have extensive experience in upstream, which is very key to the success of NNPCL. Environmental issues, you know, very important and critical stakeholder engagement. But all this and all these superstars will have cannot deliver if the principal does not give them the wherewithal, does not give them the scope and the latitude to deliver. So the powers for accountability and the scope of responsibility, you know, to deliver this is very crucial. And I hope this time around, since they are coming from public sector, there will be low appetite for giving them, you know, leeway to play with time. I think they should hit the ground running to deliver. Expectations are
an important point, unquestionably, Abba Kaka.